Relationship between angle measures and side lengths in a triangle. All right, so with this one, I'm going to turn on my pen tool here. This is just a really cool Google extension app. It's called Page Marker. So you can literally draw on the page like this. It doesn't actually stay on the page. Kind of think of it like a thin sheet between the two pages, but kind of cool. And then I just click clear and it goes away. But it just makes it so I can mark right up on the page. All right. Order the angle measures. The measure of angle E, the measure of angle F, and the measure of angle G. And when you see M and then the angle symbol, that's how you say it, measure of angle, from least to greatest. Note that the figure is not drawn to scale. So they don't actually want you to measure the angles or anything like that. They want you to pay attention to the relationship. So, and down here they give you notes. If you are not reading the notes or the explanation pages, you need to start reading the explanation pages. And you should start taking some notes on them. It is definitely important to pay attention to what's going on. So if a triangle has no congruent sides or angles, we will always have the following. So it gives us these three kind of rules here, like this. I'm going to click clear because I started writing on that one. The longest side is opposite the angle with the greatest measure. The second side is opposite the angle with the second greatest measure, and the shortest side is opposite the angle with the least measure. So it's just a relationship we see. So if we want to go from least to greatest, I can simply say, well, what's my smallest side? My smallest side is 8, so I'm going to go 8, and I'm going to go straight across from that. So the measure of angle G is the smallest. And then I go to my next side. So I went smallest, now I want to go one bigger, or the next biggest, I guess I'm saying that funny. So 10. So 10 is across from E, so that means that the measure of angle E comes next to my list. So G is the smallest, E is kind of my middle measure here, and then the largest angle will be across from my largest side. So 12 is my largest side, I go straight across, and there's my angle. So the measure of angle F is my largest side. And this is simply what they want you to do. So if I scroll down here, you can see this is what they're having you type in. And if you notice this, the page marker only works a little bit, so it stays with the page, and then all of a sudden it doesn't know what to do with the blue, and it just goes with the blue because it's on that part of the page, so it doesn't understand to keep going up. But it's a cool tool, but it's limited. So I'm going to clear it. I'm going to go to the next page. Oh, I have to make sure I click my pen tool or my cursor tool, or it won't work. It'll keep marking. So you can see I put a dot down there. All right, so the other thing, which we were talking about the side lengths on the last page, it's the same thing is true with the angle measures. So this time they're giving us angles. So the largest angle is across from the largest side. The smallest angle is across from the smallest angle. So, sorry, the smallest side is across from the smallest angle. I'm not sure if I said that correctly the first time. So one thing we do need to know is we need to know all three angles if that's what we're using. And I hope you remember that the angles of a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. Always, always, always. So then we figure out what do we have? What are we using of the 180 degrees? So I'm going to add those two together, and I get 99 because 59 plus 40 is 99. And I'm going to subtract. So I'm borrowing. And I have to borrow again, and I get 17, and I get 8. So I have 81. So this is 81 degrees. And that is quite a bit larger than what that angle looks like. So again, make sure you understand it's not drawn to scale. They do not want you in any way to try to measure these with a protractor or anything like that. They want you to literally do the math on figuring this out. How does it work? So we know if we add these two together, we get 99. And then if I subtract from 180, I get 81. So now we have our three angles here. And I'm going to switch my color up. Switch it up to blue here. Why not? Close that. Whoops. Did not mean to maximize it. I wanted to close it. Okay. So we want it from least to greatest. So I want my smallest angle first. So I'm going to go my smallest. And I'm going to go across. And when I write my side length, I need to make sure I have both letters. So my smallest side whoops, I have to hit my cursor, silly me, is CD. Or I could have put DC, it would have been fine. But just make sure a line needs 2 letters or 2 points in order to be a line. All right, my next one is 59 here. So I'm going to go across to this one. So this is BD or DB. Either way. I hit my cursor again. So DB. And then I have my last one, which is 81, which is very large here. I'm going to go straight down. So I have either CB or BC. I can say it either way, and I click check. And I got a point. Yay, we're good. All right, I'm going to click clear, take all that away. Next. So we're starting in blue here. Now they're giving me the side lengths. So I want to go back to, I want to find my smallest side, which is, is 7. I'm going to go straight across. So F is my smallest side. And I'm going to go ahead and type in F. So they're not making you put measure of angle. They just want you to type in the F. And the next one, so 7 was the smallest. The next one would be 8. So I'm going to go across here to H. And I'm going to type in H. All right. And my last one there, 9 is definitely the biggest side. So it's across from my biggest angle. So I'm going to type in G. Click check. Yay, we got another one. All right, clear and next. Okay, so we need to do our angle measures again because they're giving us angles. So again, we know we have 180 degrees total. All 3 have to add up to 180. I need to take away what I'm already using. So, and last time I just did it in my head, but you're welcome to write it out. They have the calculator crossed off here, but you are welcome to use a calculator if you want to. So I have 9 straight down, and then I have, let's see, 13. All right, so I'm using 113 degrees because I added these 2 together. This is what I'm already using of the 180. So I'm just going to subtract, and I get 1, and I get 4. So I know this is 41 degrees. All right, so I'm going to switch my color up again here. Boom. So I need to go least to greatest. That's what they're asking me to do again. So I'm going to go with my smallest angle, which is 41, and I'm going to go across. So I have CB or BC. I can say it either way. So CB. The next one would be across from my, the next angle in line here. Oop, took a minute there. The next angle in line here would be 58. So I'm going to go across. And I have CA or AC. Again, I can say it either way as long as I'm using 2 variables or 2 letters to do them in order. And then the last one here, so I'm going to go across from my largest angle to my side. So I have BA or AB. So BA, and I'm going to click check. Yay, it gave me the point. All right, we're done.